I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The pinning ceremony is a prestigious tradition conducted at colleges and universities to honor the challenging, dedicated efforts of the nursing graduates. Now, please sit down. The Brookdale Nursing Pin that you see on the face of this evening's program was designed by Gwen Evans, a Student Nurses Association officer of the 1971 Brookdale Community College graduating class and Barbara Hall. I'd like to introduce our distinguished guests here tonight. Dr. Maureen Murphy, President of Brookdale Community College. Dr. Jane Edmond, Dean of Science and Health Sciences. Mary Errett, Director of Nursing. Dr. David Stout, Dean of Freehold Campus. Patty Kahn, Executive Director of Information Technology. Dr. Webster Trammell, Vice President, Development, Governmental and Community Relations. Dr. Nancy Kegelman, Dean of Academic Affairs. Dr. Anita Vogt, Dean for Communiversity and Higher Education Centers. And your chosen guest speaker, Pam Anania, Nurses Field Laboratory. Now for our welcoming speech, I'd like to invite Ria Cusimano, nursing graduate and online class representative, to the podium.
I have notes. Good evening, friends and family. My name is Ria Cusimano. On behalf of the graduating nurses tonight, I'd like to welcome you to our pinning ceremony. And this day, we all anticipated for quite some time. I have to admit, I was reluctant to come because I keep getting this feeling I have to study. And hopefully I'll get over that soon. I would like to start with a quote from an entrepreneur and life coach, Art Williams. Art said, "I'm not telling you it's going to be easy, but I'm telling you it's going to be worth it." And this wasn't easy, but certainly worth it. Upon entering the program, we were advised to get it straight that this was going to be our life. Faculty suggested that we quit our jobs, we move home with our parents, bid farewell to our friends, social life, significant others, and even our children. Bye-bye. They weren't kidding. When I say this program demanded our very best, I mean it to the letter. The true metal of who we are began to emerge because this experience had a way of helping us look deep within ourselves to find strength and abilities some of us never realized that we had. It gave us courage to meet challenges we never thought we'd overcome and to achieve goals we only dreamed of reaching. In addition to reaching these individual goals, there have been strong bonds made amongst us. From incredible faculty members who went above and beyond, having only our best interests at heart, to medical professionals who cared enough to share their advice, experience, and assistance. And then, of course, the bonds that we've made with each other. I know personally, without all of your help, I wouldn't be standing here tonight. Next to childbirth, this was the most enduring, yet powerful, and proud moment of my life. Whew! So that being said, I am extremely honored and privileged to sit amongst you guys tonight because I know what you gave this program. To you, our family and friends, during the times when we studied endlessly, seemed a little bit more grouchy than we should have, left you to make your own dinners, and had to forego special time with you, we all want you to know that your understanding and support got us here today. Without it, we wouldn't have made it. Again, thank you and welcome. On a personal note, I'd like to say thank you, Dad, for everything. And to my kids who've always taught me to be true to myself and inspired me every step of the way. I love you more than life. Thanks, Mom, for watching. My fellow classmates, we're nurses, we did it. Congratulations.
Thank you, Leah. Now I'd like to invite Dr. Maureen Murphy to the podium to address the graduates.
Nurses, congratulations. On behalf of everyone at Brookdale Community College, I want to tell you how just thoroughly proud we are of you. You have just completed the most rigorous course of study we have at Brookdale Community College, and you are entering a long tradition of excellence in nursing from our graduates at Brookdale. Also, on behalf of the aging baby boomers, of whom I am one, I want to thank you for entering the healing professions because we really, really need you. We're just not holding up as well as we thought we would. So thank you for that. Families and friends, I want to thank you as well. You have given up 2 years of your lives, just as these folks here who are going to get pinned tonight have. You've put up with missed meals, you've covered for all kinds of responsibilities so that these folks here could study and study and study and study. Thank you. It takes a village to raise a nurse, and we do a really good job of it. Once again, class of nurses, I want to congratulate you, and on behalf of everyone at Brookdale Community College, thank you, thank you. We're so proud of you.
Thank you, Dr. Murphy. Now I'd like to invite Dr. Jane Edmond to the podium, who will offer her congratulations to the graduating class.
Good evening. Welcome to the Brookdale Nursing Pinning Ceremony. I'm very proud to be here with you tonight as you receive your Brookdale Community College pins. The nursing pin is a visual reminder that forevermore you're connected to Brookdale and the long and very distinguished history of the profession of nursing. On behalf of the faculty, staff, administrators, I offer our deepest congratulations to the graduates and to their families for reaching this milestone. In addition to the long list of people that are here that have been announced, I'd also like to thank Tracy Abbey White, who is one of the Brookdale Community College trustees, who without their support, this program couldn't continue. As nursing graduates, as people have said, you've completed a truly rigorous and challenging program. We made demands on your intellect, your time, your emotions. You've impressed every single one of us here tonight with your hard work, your perseverance, and your dedication. At this time of year, when we usually think about making New Year's resolutions, I encourage you to think about why you succeeded and resolve to continue those same qualities which are so needed when you're the nurse caring for the most vulnerable populations. Also remember, you didn't get here alone. You had the benefits of the most talented, skilled, and dedicated faculty and staff who were so committed to helping you succeed. I want to give special thanks to Kara Novak and Sharon Stouter, who in addition to all their other job responsibilities helped you to organize tonight's program. I continue to be awed by the faculty members who came out on such a cold winter night like tonight to show their support and to celebrate your success. You've depended upon your classmates and have made friendships that will last you a lifetime. Nurture those new friendships. Cherish those family members who helped with chores, made you laugh, helped you remember the things that are most important in your life. Those persons are here with you tonight, and they're sharing this with you. I want to also congratulate them on being the kinds of persons able to support you. As you go on to the next phase of your education, please remember we are pinned. To my generation, that means we're in a very serious relationship with each other. It means we need to stay connected. It means you respond to our graduate surveys, join our alumni association, and march in the graduation ceremony this May. It means we keep rooting for your success and reminding you of your obligation to be the best nurse that you can. It means I get to nag you that you need to continue your education. Remember that all of us at Brookdale are very, very proud of you, and we wish you all the best luck as you take your next steps. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Edmond. Now we will have our guest speaker specifically chosen by this year's nursing graduates, Pam Anania. Thank you.
Good evening, graduates, families, and friends. It is with great pleasure and honor that I have been given the opportunity by the graduates to speak this evening. My role here in the nursing program at Brookdale is a very special role for me. It allows me to welcome the students into the program as new nursing students, interact with them through the entire nursing program, and then have the honor to watch them graduate and enter the workforce. It's been a long road that we have traveled together. I was first introduced to most of you 2.5 years ago at the 160 orientation. I remember explaining to you the process of the lab, skill testing, peer testing, workshops, simulations. You were amazed at all that was involved. By the time I had completed my explanation that day, many of you had the dazed look on your face, and some of you, a few of you, looked like you were ready to pack your bags and head home. But you persevered and returned the following week to begin the process. Your first skill tested was hand washing and personal protective equipment, gowning and gloving. At one time, I had 10 to 12 gowned, gloved, sweaty, and foggy masked nursing students perplexed by the question, what comes off first? And when asked who wants to test first, everyone seemed to step one step backwards. Now you perform that skill with such ease. But again, you persevered and returned each semester stronger, more confident, and more knowledgeable. With each step of the way, however, you began with feelings of uncertainty. Those butterflies in your stomach returned, but with time, they did subside. And here you are now about to embark on a new journey with a new destination. Today before me, I see faces of men and women who have grown tremendously in developing safe nursing practice. You have spent endless hours reading, writing, studying, applying knowledge, critically thinking, assessing, planning, implementing, evaluating, and caring. Caring not only for patients that you have encountered, but caring for each other. I have watched friendships that have bloomed and will hopefully continue. You have embraced the concept of teamwork. I've seen you helping each other study, practice skills, and share notes. I see strength, wisdom, compassion, and kindness in all your faces. I have grown to know and respect you for your accomplishments, for all that you have sacrificed and done to be here. Each and every one of you has a different story to tell as to how you got here, how you managed to succeed, and why you have chosen to become a nurse. And with that individuality that you all have, will come contributions into your practice of nursing that will be uniquely yours. You have learned how to manage your time, how to manage resources, how to ask questions, ask for help, how to navigate multiple computer systems, and above all, how to provide safe, legal, and ethical care. I have watched your intellectual curiosity grow. In the past few years, I have come to know many of you through your study groups. I will miss the little tap on my office door, followed by the kind voice stating, "We have a question, can you help us?" And so again, another question would be brought before me that would send me deep into my textbooks to find the answers. And together we would find the answer. I thought it was important for you to see that we do not all know the answers all the time, but we do know how to find them, and we did it as a team. Nurses are motivated to provide the best care possible. Nursing demands technical and knowledgeable expertise, compassion, empathy, caring, ethical, legal, and moral decision-making, courage, and goodwill. We promote health and wellness. We treat the ill, we comfort those in pain, and we educate those in need, and so much more. The Gallup poll rating in 2013 in the US view nurses as the #1 in category of honesty and ethical standards of a profession, and we have held this #1 spot for many, many years. In our day-to-day work, we find ourselves challenged at times. With those challenges also come the most incredible rewards. And sometimes those rewards can be as simple as a smile on your patient's face after you've held their hand, or the thank you that you receive from a family member who is grateful for the time that you took to talk with them. Nurses can be found in hospitals, clinics, homes, in the air as flight nurses. In the military, on ships, in schools, nurses can explore various fields of practice: emergency rooms, operating rooms, ICUs, PACU, labor and delivery, rehab, forensics, and advanced practice, just to name a few. The world of nursing is open for you to explore, so enjoy it and take advantage of it. This is a wonderful time for nursing. I remember when I first entered nursing school, I promised myself I would be either an ER or an OR nurse. After graduation, I spent 10 months on a med-surg unit. Then I transferred to the ER. I was so motivated and so excited to be working there. One day I started thinking about the fact that I was sending so many of my patients to the ICU from the ER. I wondered what it was like to work in the ICU. So after a few years in the ER, I transferred to the ICU. My role in the ICU required me to recover critically ill patients directly from the OR. And so then I started to wonder, I wonder what it would be like in the OR. And so after a few years in the ICU, I then became an OR nurse. And there is where I found my home for the remainder of my hospital career. What a wonderful profession, one that allows you to serve society and at the same time grow professionally. I'd like to share just a brief story about an experience I recently had in the hospital this past spring. My mom had been hospitalized numerous times in January and February. After work, I would head over to the hospital to spend the evening with her. When the announcement was made over the intercom that visiting hours were over, my mom would hold on to my hand tight and ask me not to leave. She always felt more secure when I was around. This one particular evening, I had arrived to the hospital just a little late. When I got to the hospital, my mom was glad to see me, and then she told me it was okay to leave and to head home because I looked tired, and she knew that this particular evening she was going to be in good hands. At first, I did not understand what she meant by good hands until I suddenly heard her nurse's voice as she had entered my mom's room. With a positive, energetic tone, the nurse called my mother's name and said, "Okay, it's time for us to get you ready for bed. Let's get you freshened up." I watched the nurse gently manage my mother's care, administer her meds with expertise, carefully perform additional skills with ease. And during the entire time, she had the most positive look on her face and the most positive tone in her voice. She was gentle and caring. There was something about this nurse that was familiar, but I did not know for sure how I knew her. She was amazing. Her skill, her manner, her professionalism, her confidence, and her knowledge captivated me. As she headed out of the room, I took a moment to thank her for her exceptional care that she gave my mom. Then I saw her name tag and remembered how I knew her. "I know you," I stated to her, and she said, "You know, you look familiar to me too." And then I told her my name, and within seconds, she had the most wonderful smile on her face. "Oh my goodness, you're Pam from the nursing lab at Brookdale," she said. I said, "Yes, that's me." We reminisced about school, caught up with family stories. It had been over 13 years since she had graduated from Brookdale. I said to her, "You performed that procedure with such ease and expertise and caring. I'm so proud of you." She looked at me with a huge smile on her face and said, "I better have. You tested me on that skill." And then she said, "I learned so many other things from you. I can't thank you enough for how you taught me." When I went back into my mom's room, she said to me, "She's one of your Brookdale graduates, isn't she? I told you I'd be in good hands tonight." I was so proud that my mother was able to identify the quality of nurse that Brookdale creates. It was at that moment that I realized that I truly am blessed to be able to be a small part of your nursing education here at Brookdale. How awesome it feels to be a part of mentoring the future of nursing. So with that bit of my nursing career, I would also like to share just the last minute few things. First, trust your instincts and believe in yourself. Never hesitate to ask for help, and when possible, offer help to others when you can. Treat each and every person with respect. When you give respect, you will receive respect. And treat each patient the way you would want your own family or yourself treated. Keep educating yourself, read journals, participate in educational seminars. Knowledge keeps you credible. Remember what it was like to be a student. For one day, and very soon, you will be that veteran nurse. So set an example, because you will now be the role models. 39 years ago, I chose to enter a profession that to this day still brings me joy. As I look at all of you today, I remember my pinning as if it was yesterday. I cherish my school pin to this day. When I look at my school pin, I think of all the faculty who were a part of my journey. I think of the reputation that my school has and how proud I am to be a graduate of such a wonderful institution. I think of how hard I worked to get that pin. And I above all think of my father, who worked 2 jobs to help to pay for that education. Wear your pin with pride, you earned it. As you receive your pin this evening, you will begin to create your own memories and significant meanings that your pin will represent. And lastly, please remember the family and friends who supported you through this journey. Without them, this would not have been possible. Please thank them. I wish for all of you that your nursing practice will bring to you as much pleasure and fulfillment in life as my nursing practice has brought to me. And if I had the chance, I would do it all again. Tonight, I welcome you with open arms into the practice of nursing as my colleague. I wish you all the best and congratulations. Thank you.
Now, graduates, it's time for the presentations and pins. I'd like to invite Mary Errett to pin the first nursing graduate. First nursing graduate, Mary Aller Hoger. Please come on. Kathleen Asmar. Heather Attardo. Krishana Baxter. Stephanie Camarada. Jacqueline Carla. Nicole Chadwick. Lindsay Charlotte. Sharon Chidwick. Ria Cusimano. Catherine Delaney. Darlene Zulon. Caitlin Durso. Michelle Frank. Jacqueline Garcia. Gabrielle Doss. Jacqueline Hartsgrove. Lauren Heitler. Aaliyah Holloway. Paul Kushner. Kayla Lemke. Jessica Lorenzo. Lauren McCabe. Rebecca Mizrahi. Anastasia Mora. Matthew Morin. Rashmi Patel. Megan Pennington. Stacy Prince. Tina Reed. Roshan Reyes. Eileen Rivera. Penny Santamora. Shannon Scanlon. Christine Sivitz. Lindsay Smith. Catherine Stewart. Stacy Talone. Kamika Thompson. Jacqueline Vendetti. Nicole Vogel. Courtney Wallace. Debbie Wilfong. Kelly Williams. Elizabeth Zink. Now I'd like to call up Lindsay Smith, nursing graduate and former president of the Student Nurses Association, to address the graduating class.
Fellow graduate, family, and friends, it is with great honor and privilege that I stand before you today and speak on behalf of this wonderful group of graduating nurses. And I made fun of everyone saying that they were going to cry, and it's me. Whew. It is with sincere gratitude that I'm able to be part of Brookdale Community College and thank the administration, professors, and mentors for their commitment to all of us. It has been quite the journey, most would agree, and one which I have been fortunate enough to make alongside some of the most extraordinary men and women. Although at times the tunnels seem long and the hours endless, the experience has been nothing short of amazing. In 2.5 years, we became a family and support system. When one of us was down, there were 60 other classmates ready to pick you up. Whether it was an all-night study session or those panicked hours following an exam, there was always someone to share the anxiety with. If there is any truth in the coined phrase, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, then I am certain we can move mountains. There is no other profession quite as humbling and rewarding as that of an RN. Not another job forges an allegiance like that of a nurse. The majority of us sitting here today chose nursing as our career path, largely due to a personal experience or circumstance in our life which inspired or gave us purpose. For some of us, the truest motivation came from trying to understand the loss of loved ones taken from us too soon. There's an undeniable strength that preserved in knowing that they reserved the best seat in the house to see us through it tonight. The road to earning our RN became so much more than simply a focus on caring for others. It became a resolve to be part of something bigger. To coin a phrase in a well-known poem, "Follow your destiny wherever it leads you," by Vicky Silvers, if you have never put any effort into choosing a path or attempting a dream, then perhaps you would have no direction at all. How true of a statement there ever was. Although I thank God every day for the path I have chosen and the direction my life has taken, there are times throughout this selfless experience and period of soul-searching where I believed it was actually nursing that chose me. As the time is upon us to move forward and follow our destiny, let us not forget to relish in the vulnerability that comes with a 2.5-year nursing program. For those who are not familiar with the curriculum, we progress through various units in order to prepare for our nursing career. There was a comic relief, if you will, in every unit as a group. We seem to diagnose ourselves with the associated illness. In the cardiac unit, we surmised every ache and pain with a heart attack. The renal or kidney unit, we definitely qualified for renal failure or right flank pain associated with kidney stones. Every nursing student is guilty of drinking 10 cups of coffee per day and adding a pound of sugar to it, ordering pizza or stuffing your face with candy. Later to find out, we for sure had type 2 diabetes. It wasn't until we reached the psychiatric unit when we could finally diagnose ourselves as being hypochondriacs. As you can see, it was an emotional ride all the way around. The experience and life-altering situations that occur behind the scenes have forged a bond among all of us graduating here today. The people we take care of are someone's brother, sister, father, mother, daughter, or grandparents. If I leave you with nothing else, I leave you with this. Keep compassion as your underlining motivation and drive. Never allow yourself to lose the enthusiasm you have for nurturing others. Remember that whoever you're caring for has spent a lifetime with your patient. Make them your family for those 12 hours or so you have them. Being a nurse is more than a job. It is a way of life that forever changes your heart, you and your heart. So congratulations to all, and I wish you nothing but success in your future.
To lead us in our farewell, I'd like to call up nursing graduate and leading class representative Sharon Chidwick.
Okay, I'm really going to try not to cry now. As I sat down to write this farewell speech, I really struggled with the starting point. There is too many things to cover to keep this short and sweet. We've all been through way too much. I thought back to September 2011 when we went to our first orientation. Most of us went in there feeling excited and ambitious. We tried to pay attention to every word that the faculty spoke to us. Then some of us started to look around. What were they saying? Was this even English? Why were they suggesting that we get used to takeout food? Or worse yet, why were they saying we should say goodbye to our families? It almost sounded like they were trying to scare us away. But now I have to say thank you for being honest with us from the very beginning, because nursing school is very different from any other classes we have taken. Nursing school has changed us as people. Not only have we looked like crazy people carrying around 20 pounds of books everywhere we went and started looking at family and strangers for everything possibly wrong with them, or developed unhealthy caffeine addictions. We learned many life lessons that extend past our books or clinical and lab hours. I remembered back to Nursing 160. Beth was talking to us about empathy and the importance of it as we become professionals and making it through this program. When most of us first heard critical thinking, we had no idea what was meant by that term or how truly meaningful it would become. Over the past 2.5 years, we formed some lifelong friendships and bonds with roots in those two ideas. Those two ideas saw us through successes, failures, superstorms, near-nervous breakdowns, breakups, and marriages. I need again to thank the faculty who stood by us and became our mentors, even if they weren't looking to do that. Thank you for stopping us in the halls with a word of support and encouragement. You have no idea how much it meant to some of us. A big thank you to Pam for accepting our votes and speaking on our behalf, and being there for us and scraping us up off the floor when we thought we were at our rope's end. We all knew you're a very busy woman, and we want to say thank you for having empathy for us and setting a high standard for us to achieve, instead of just kicking us out of the lab. We've all been exhausted, stressed, anxious, maybe even a little bit cranky during this program, so I want to apologize on behalf of all of us to all of you here tonight. I need to extend a very special thank you for sticking by us. We didn't get to pinning on our own. Your love, support, patience guided us here and gave us the strength to carry through this stressful and rewarding time. I'm very proud to stand here with all of you and notice how far we've become. We've learned and done things that seemed impossible a little over 2 years ago, even a few things we wish we didn't learn. We've become more efficient, we've become more reliable. We've seen each other at our best and at our worst. We learned the meaning of empathy. We've formed friendships and bonds that will last a lifetime. But more importantly, we've gained the knowledge that will get us through NCLEX so we can continue on this journey and become excellent nurses. Congratulations to all of us standing here tonight. Way to go, girls.
I saw her before.
I don't think it was even fit, not even fit.
Hi, Auntie Kelly. The nurse. Say yeah. We got a video.